Good afternoon, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday so far. I'm just gonna kind of jump right into it today. I know I say that every week, I feel, but the boys have a haircut, and right after they're gonna take a quick bath and go take a nap so I can get some things done before I have to go to work. So I did tell you guys last week, if you were actually able to hear me, because I know last week I was severely interrupted with Three Little Minions, that today we're going to take a break from discussing the red flags, and we are going to just jump right in with the gift basket giveaway that I'm going to do. So I had posted a picture with some of the items that I purchased, and I only have 4 of the 7 I said I would get, and one of them I don't know if I can necessarily do in time. My goal was to try and have it done by Christmas, but with the way my timeline is working, I might have to make it 6 instead of 7. But there's still a chance that I can get that last gift in. So for the first book that I'm giving away, I've posted it before. It's called Crazy Faith, and it's pretty much been like my guideline for right now. So I'm in a season of change, and I've mentioned before that I had a job interview about 2 months ago, and I finally got the certification I needed for that job. It finally came in. Today's Thursday, about 3 days ago. And I literally just got home from like the kind of final interview for that job. And tomorrow I'm going to go in for a test run to see if it's actually a fit for me. But then after that one, I have another job interview for a job that I really want, and it pays phenomenal. However, I'm in a season where, like the book says, I have to have crazy faith, and I have to just trust where God is taking me in this season. So, hey baby, I am living in obedience. I am doing a lot of things that don't make sense right now, but it's because it's a part of God's plan. Watch your feet, Papa. You can sit with me. You gotta be careful. So I know I'm kind of off-centered right now, but it's because the wall is still getting painted, and it's ugly right now. So I didn't want to have that showing. So like I said, Crazy Faith is one of the books. I've already read it once. This is my second time going through it, and as I'm reading it, I'm watching the sermons just so that it can kind of tie in any loose ends. But it's definitely a good book, and I strongly believe it's going to bless someone else that's on their journey. Here, go with your brother. You want to sit with me, or you want to sit with mommy? Okay. Then the second book that I got, we're going to leave this alone, play with this box. Okay? You're welcome. The second book I've got is called Discerning the Voice of God. And I've actually never read it, but it was definitely something that I felt I needed to include in this giveaway, as well as something that I needed to buy for myself. So I got a copy for me. And as you've noticed in some of my other videos, that I've talked to you guys about how God speaks to me. And hopefully between what I've said, no, I'll get your cookies when I'm done. Hopefully from what I've told you guys, and also from what's in this book, that you guys pick up some things and it helps you in your journey. So those are 2 of the books that I'm giving away. I am a huge person of color, organization. Like, that's just big for me. Don't mess with the lights. And I wanted to give something that I actually enjoy to you guys. Hey, Natasha. And I'm big on color coordinating, so it's something that I wanted to gift as well. So it's those 2 books, the markers, and my son walked away with the other box. But it's pretty much, it's a book light. So you attach it to your book, and it's got the hook that comes over so you can read in the dark. So that's the 4th gift. I have a special made notebook being made. So it's a Jess My Thoughts notebook. I'm thinking about if I want to add that to my shop as something else for you guys to have. And there's going to be a custom made bookmark. And the last item that I want to have in the basket that's kind of up in the air, depends on delivery, is to give you guys a mug, because I did a poll with you. Yes, thank you. Real quick. Thank you. This is the light. So this is the light. I'm going to hand it back so he doesn't have a tantrum. You're welcome. It's really mine. And don't worry, he can't break it. But thanks. Yes.
I pick up my lip.
Okay, good job. No, don't pick your lip. Thank you. Sorry. So those are the gifts that I'm going to have in the basket. I am going to have the notebook and the bookmark in hand this Saturday around 11. So once I get everything compiled, I'm going to take a picture of it, and I'm going to ask that you guys post it. Or sorry, I'm going to post it. You guys tag 3 people, share it in your story, post it on your page, and I'm going to keep track of who's done that. I'm going to enter everybody's name into a sorry, we're not wearing pants over here. Give me, no, we're not playing with that. So I'm going to enter everyone's name into a raffle, and then I'm going to pick on my next live next week. So next week, it's okay. So next Thursday, I will pick the live. Saturday, I will have the picture posted and ask you guys to do it. So it's going to be a short drawing, because I want to try and give a piece of this for Christmas. If it needs to be extended a little, just so that I can make sure I get that mug in, then it will. But that's pretty much what's been on my heart. So today, like I said, I wanted to take a break from the red flags and just kind of talk to you guys about some wonderful news. I have been, God is so good, and you guys know I'm a believer. And like I said, I'm living in a season of obedience and just trusting where he's taking me. Hey, Rolando. And I need you to please sit still.
Mommy,
thanks. Yes.
Let it go.
Okay. So I'm just living in a season of just letting him just dictate where he wants me. So for those of you that know me, or if you're learning about me, I'm an athletic trainer by nature. Listen. Shh. I'll get you a cake pop if you be quiet. I know parenting at its finest, but it works. So I'll get you a cookie in a minute. I'm an athletic trainer. I am actually tired of being an athletic trainer, and I am just not a fan of the inconsistent. I'm not a fan of the inconsistent schedules. I'm not a fan of having to leave my kids for long periods throughout the day, starting work at 6 a.m., getting off at 9:30 p.m. I'm over it. So,
Mommy.
You're okay. You're okay. Hold this. I didn't push you. I just put you down. Hold this for mommy.
No.
Okay. Anyway, so
Hold that one.
Okay, you want this one? Okay. Hold this one. Thank you. Life with 2 boys. So go this way. So I'm just not a fan of the long, crazy hours. And I was asked to be a dean at a high school. I have no desire to work back into the high school. To get back into the high school. However, I feel a tug that God potentially wants me there, but then there's another job that I'm going to interview for tomorrow, and that's actually like the 4th or 5th interview to meet the people at the top. And that job actually pays so well. Like, a lot of my worries will definitely be taken care of. But like I said, this is a season where God is really putting me in uncomfortable positions. Me talking through the phone, doing lives, because he asked me to write a book and start talking about those red flags and just start connecting with people. I'm really doing my best to just be obedient and just, okay, God, if this is what you said to do, I'm going to do it. Because, go do me a favor and get that from your brother, please. He can't have that. Thank you. Okay, go get that from your brother, and then I'll get you the cookies. He's so dramatic. So that's where I am right now with my life, and it's exciting and scary. And I'm telling you this because I feel that there is someone out there that has to hear this, because they're also in a state where they don't know where they're going. They don't know what God is calling them to do, and they are just trying to figure out, where should I be? He is, let me see. I don't want him messing with that book. But Axel, 1 second. No, thank you. Okay, sorry. So I am just here to give a praise report that I am finally at the answer. This is great. I am finally at the point where God is starting to open up the door. And now that I have options, he is having me allow him to tell me this is where I want you to go, whether I like it or not. So,
Mommy.
Here, but you need to go sit down, okay? Sit right there. Sit right here. Thank you so much. You sit down next to him. So, I'm nervous about this because I don't want to be in high school, but if that's where he says I need to go, that's where I go. The other job is more of an administrative role within athletic training, but I'm not going to be on the field, which is what I don't want to do unless I want to just work the side gig. So, I'm going to keep going back to this. I've been reading one chapter, listening to a sermon, and just really focusing my time in the prayer closet and just trying to find, all right, God, I need to be aligned with you. I know you told me that you're going to break me away from athletic training. So this is probably the stepping stone to get to where the promise is. But I am, sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to make sure that they don't drop chips on the floor. But anyway, God is just, he's showing me step by step that I don't need to have everything planned out, because I'll show you guys right now. I literally have, this is the live from last week. This is the live from this week, today, where I literally just wrote down 2 things, and I've got the stuff listed all the way until, what date is that? I think I have it until February. All of my lives listed. Yeah, sorry. Yep, that's February. And God is trying to show me I need to take things one step at a time and just to trust him. So this is a very trying period for me, because I like to have my life planned out for 6 months and then figure out where the next 6 months will take after that first 6 months, by month 2, within the first 6 months. Sorry if that didn't make sense. But I'm all over the place. I know what God has told me, that some of my promises, and it is going to sound crazy to a lot of people, because if you know me, you look at me, you're an athletic trainer, stick to, taping ankles and, putting patellas back in place and relocating shoulders. That's one part of me. But like I said, I've always liked to write. God has called me to write. I wrote my book. We're in the process of getting that done. And I'm just trusting that what he sees the bigger picture. I just know what I see, and I have to discipline myself to hear him and trust what he says. So I don't know if that's a word for someone, but I just feel that we have to stop paying attention to what we see and start listening to God, because the first thing is God spoke and then there was, and it's the same concept with where he wants to take us. So is that Nadine there? Hey, Nadine. So you're actually coming into a bit of a praise report. I'm just being obedient, and I haven't said this, but I have had my 2 weeks notice typed up it's December 15th. I've had this 2 weeks notice typed up since October 1st. And every day I just go in and I change the date and I change the date every day, just waiting for it, because the schedule starting in January is just crazy, and it's not going to work. I've had to figure out these last few months at my current job, and tomorrow I will know for sure which job I'm going to choose, because I believe that God is going to tell me where to go. And from there, I don't have to worry about January. I don't have to worry about anything else. All I have to do is just listen to what he's telling me, and he's working everything else out. So I hope that encourages you guys. I know this is a ways away from the red flag talk, but I told you I was going to take a break from it, and today we were just going to try and hone in, enjoy the holidays. I was trying to be cute and show you guys the little Christmas tree, but it's just not working with the angle that I'm sitting, the position of the furniture, and all that. So walk by faith, not by sight. See, it's already worked out. Everything that I'm worried about, God has already worked out. The minute that you pray about something, he answers it. He boxes it up, ships it out, but you don't know when you're going to receive it because he's trying to do a work in you. These last 2 months, I have experienced crazy, I don't want to say stress, because in the midst of the storm, I've been at peace. I've been calm. Like, okay, God, you told me to go this way. I'm just trusting you. I'm trusting you. And my main word that he gave me was to be still. It has been very hard for me to be still in one area where I'm being told to get to work in another because I'm trying to focus on something. I posted about it. Focus on one thing at a time. I was trying to focus on something that God was working on, but as I'm working on something else, it was preparing me for the thing that I'm looking towards. And I just wanted to share some of my testimony. I just wanted to at least give you guys a glimpse of what's going on inside my life. My life is not perfect. I have a lot going on in my personal life, but the main reason why I am here is mainly because God called me to write a book. He's called me to start talking to people. And through talking to you guys, don't put the chip on the couch, thank you very much. And through talking to you guys, I'm going to share pieces of my testimony and just help you the same way that others have helped me. And just basically anything that I talk about is something that God has placed on my heart, or something that I feel I need to talk. Well, that's the same thing. But yeah, so that's where I am in my personal life. And this is like a Christmas gift. So I am believing in God for this new beginning, this new chapter, a great opportunity for me to do what it is that he's called me to do, talk to whoever it is he needs me to talk to, and just allow him to do a work through me, to cleanse my heart, to mold me and shape me into the woman he wants me to be, and not necessarily continue being the woman that I am or that I was. So I'm looking forward to all these positive changes. I'm looking forward to my kids being back in daycare, because trying to do these lives and trying to work and figure out my schedule and who's going to watch my kids, who can't help, and it's been chaotic. So I get it for those of you that have kids and you're trying to figure things out. And it humbled me, and this is just a part of a testimony, like it really humbled me, because like you guys know, I'm a single mom. And it's really, really, really humbled me, because before I used to just be like, oh, well, when you're a mom, you got to figure it out. And I got placed in a situation where, yep, you're a mom, you got to figure it out. So I sympathize and I get it. So it's been a great experience. I wouldn't change any of it, because just staying faithful and staying steady in the storm, and just, okay, God, you see the winds are blowing and this is just crazy, but I am trusting you to do what needs to be done, or to work out the situation, because like I've shared before, I have, yes, baby, he's over there. Stay right here though. Like I've shared before, I have gotten diagnosed with MS, and one of the things that causes my triggers is stress. And I've just been hit after hit after hit with all these different situations. And currently my left hand is tingling. It's been tingling for about a month. I've been having pain, but I'm not here to, this isn't a doctor's appointment, but I'm just here to share with you guys that this could have been so much worse if I would have freaked out about everything else. So I've just literally been, okay, God, it hurts, but I'm giving it to you. Okay, God, this is going on, and I'm just giving it to you. So I'm going to continue to walk by faith. I'm going to have crazy faith, like the book, and just see where God takes me. So I'm sure I'm going to have a praise report by this weekend. I fully believe that I'm going to have a new job come January. I really, really believe I will. And I'm really excited because I have 2 places to choose from. And I'm just happy to not have to be where I've been for the last 4 years. Not that it's a bad job. It's just that the schedule, constant changing last second. Hey, we threw this on you and figure it out. I'm over it. So I'm just really, really excited. I'm really blessed. And I'm really excited to share some of these things with you. So if you're just now joining, again, part of my gift giveaway is the book Crazy Faith by my pastor, Michael Todd. The book Discerning the Voice of God. And this is by, what's her name? Priscilla Shire. I really hope I said her name right. So if I didn't, forgive me. Like I said, I haven't read this book, so I don't know, but I bought myself a copy so I can read along with it, just because I like reading about how others explain, discerning God's voice. So I'm just really big on that. Like I said, the twin tip markers, I know some people might just be like, oh, a pen is enough for me, but I like options. This is the pen light. I don't know if you can actually see it. Or sorry, not the pen light, the book light. So for those of you that are nighttime readers, there's that. I'm going to have a special made notebook, a handmade bookmark, and then I'm working on that mug. So I should have brought the prayer journal over here, and it's actually this way, but if I move, someone's going to touch my phone because he's already eyeing it. So I want to encourage you guys to take a look at the prayer journal. I've spent months working on it. I've had to figure out who I was going to get the recordings done. Like, I put a lot of love into it, a lot of work into it, and I didn't finalize it until God was like, it's done. And now it's actually being translated in Spanish because God told me to do it in Spanish while I was washing dishes, and I asked for confirmation, and he didn't fail. Like 10 minutes later, my neighbor started playing Suavemente, and I never hear anything coming from that man's house. So God's got a sense of humor, y'all. But it's being translated in Spanish, and the fact that God said it needs to be in Spanish, I am believing that the Spanish version is going to be bigger than the English version, and that's just how God works. So that's another thing that I'm not comfortable with, because I'm going to have to get into a recording studio, the same one I went to, and just record those prayers in Spanish. So like I mentioned earlier, and I'll say it again, I'm going to pick up the rest of the stuff for the giveaway on Saturday. And once I get a picture the picture of everything, I'm going to post it. I'm going to put it on my page and also my story. I'm going to ask you guys to tag 3 people to it. Post it on your page, share it in your story. I didn't think of, make sure that everybody's following. That's just, I'm not here to make sure that people follow me. I'm just here to share, and the right people will come. So, is that thunder? Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I just don't pay much attention to the weather, but I should. Maybe that's, I don't know. Anyway, don't do that, sir. Pick that up from the floor. He thinks he's cute. He literally just smashed his foot on a chip. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to have to clean that up. But anyway, I'm going to post it. I'm going to ask you guys to tag 3 people, share it, and I'm going to put your name into the raffle. And then next week on Thursday, I'm going to draw the winner and have that sent out to you. My goal is really to have it by Christmas, but with the way things are and everything being rushed, I don't want the package lost. So you'll get it for sure by the new year. So if anybody has any questions, you're welcome to share them. Next week, I'm probably still going to take a break from the red flags because I really want to focus on what is the meaning of the season, because it's been something that's just, it's gotten me in check with everything I have going on in my personal life and just even the devotionals that I'm doing. I wanted to just take a break from something that seems negative, and then we can resurface with the red flags later this month or the beginning of January. But if you guys have any questions or any suggestions, my website, you already know, jess-mythoughts.com. You can place the order for your prayer journal. If you are not a fan of the price, sorry, it's, like I said, it took me a long time to do it. It's a handmade item. It was made with a lot of love, and there's someone that's helping me with it. We're splitting profit. So it's going to be worth it. Some people will spend $200 on a pair of sneakers that they do not want to have a crease when they take a step, so they're walking like a duck. Whereas this, you're spending a fraction of that $200, and it's something that you can use for a lifetime. So if you don't have any questions, I will let you guys go. It's already 12:30, and these nuggets have haircuts because we have Christmas photos this Sunday. I am really excited. So I'll share this last bit just because I feel like I'm building a family with you guys. And so last year I took photos with my boys, and we were dressed up, and all this Nike gear. And the athletic training side of me, I love Nike, love Dry Fit. My old students, that one of them's here, knows I love Nike. So we were all dolled up in Nike gear, and we had our photos. I wanted to have like ornaments with different sport balls and whatnot. And it didn't work out that way. But I was like, you know what? That can be a tradition for me and my kids. So every year we're going to wear a different color, and we're just going to pick a different sport. This year we're doing weightlifting. So I'm going to be in red. They're going to be in gray. And it's just going to be fun. So there's a little dumbbell ornament that I found, but I've got some other things. I'm going to go on Pinterest later this weekend and just see if there's anything else that I find that I want to include. But yeah, so every year my kids and I are going to dress up in different color, some Nike gear. Eventually Nike will sponsor me. I'll be the first Christian author sponsored by Nike, right? Crazy faith, right? So yeah, that's what my kids and I are doing on Sunday. So we're going to have some fun with that. And then as soon as the pictures come in, I'm going to share it with you guys. And there's a lot that I can continue saying, but it's already been about 30 minutes. And what are you doing? Oh, he's using the bathroom. Oh, man. Potty training is not necessarily the easiest thing right now. And I've got back to back with that. But yeah, so sorry, I'll put his business out there. But anyway, so that's where I'm at right now. I really hope that, yes, I am speaking everything into existence. God, like I said, this is a crazy, crazy time in my life where I'm being obedient, where he's asking me to do some things where I'm just like, I don't want to be there, Lord. I said I don't want to be around this person no more. So, okay, I'll go. Like, there's a lot of things where I'm just like, Holy Spirit, tame my tongue, because I don't want the old Jessica to slip out. But anyway, I am having a fantastic day. I hope you guys do too. I'll post more about this later, and God bless you guys. So I feel really blessed right now, and I really hope that if there's something I said that you guys are able to take, and that it helps you with your relationship with God, or just in general. So as always, guys, God bless you. I love you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So I'll know for sure. I'll say this last bit. Depending on the job that I select, I'm going to let you guys know when the Jess My Thoughts lives will be. So if I take the dean position, I'm more than likely going to have to shift it over to Saturdays or something, because at the high school you get called out of your office for everything, and the last thing I need is to constantly be interrupted like how I was last week. If not, then the other job, it's 90% work from home, and the other 10% is just to check in on other athletic trainers that we're in connection with, or contracted with. That's what the word I was looking for. So me, a dean. But we'll see. God calls the unqualified, and he qualifies them. Drew, you can call me after this live. I can tell you everything. But yeah, so depending on where God wants me to go, will determine where Jess My Thoughts goes through. I enjoyed the high school too. There was just certain things I didn't like. But this is a new season, and it just depends. Wherever God wants me to go is where I'm going, whether it's great money or not. So that's where I am. So I will be praying for you guys. I'm going to ask that you keep me in my prayers. I'm going to need a lot of prayers for discernment, because I'm definitely trying to make sure that I do the right thing and that these steps are ordered, because I surrendered to God. So that's where I'm at. I love you, sweetheart. And I will talk to you guys soon. God bless you. Have a fantastic day. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you're stretching. That's the athletic trainer in me. But yeah, so have a great day, you guys, and I will talk to you soon.